It's Lila in Berlin! This is gonna be a video about the best and hopefully the worst. I don't know if I can fit it all in one video, but I'm gonna try to do the best and the worst of Berlin, of living in Berlin. The best, the absolute best, my favorite part of Germany is German breakfast. Yes! Oh god. Okay, German breakfast is big. Like, you don't have cereal, milk, or toast. We have boiled eggs, sometimes veggies, tomatoes, cheese, ham. It's basically, breakfast in Germany is brunch in the normal world, which I don't know about you, but brunch is like the best meal in history. Second, woo, beverages. I love, love, love how many juices there are in Berlin. There's like a juice for every fruit. I'm not alone because we had some actually an American class of high schoolers come over, and I ordered pear juice and they were just like, what the fuck? I think nutrition in the US is valued differently than in Germany, and you can see by the bike paths, which is another one of my favorite things about Germany, well, Berlin at least. People are much healthier here and place more value in being healthy. 3. Societal benefits. It's free university, free healthcare. I mean, if you work here, you can get a lot of benefits. You can get free healthcare. Not free healthcare, you pay taxes, of course. But in my opinion, what you pay is worth what you get. For example, I hurt my shoulder recently and I've been off a week, which I get paid for, which is amazing. Most people here get 30 days holidays, which is unheard of in the US. Well, not unheard of, but very, very rare with like middle class jobs, and I think it's great because people really value quality of life. Okay, what else? Travel, Autobahn, transportation in general. Blech. I think travel is great. We're kind of in the middle of everywhere. We can go. I go to Spain very often because my family lives there. I can go very easily, and the tickets don't cost that much. It's not exorbitant if I book in advance. And really, we're kind of in the middle of a lot. Like, people go to Thailand a lot. Africa's right there. Well, not right there, but kind of right there. Not only that, in the Autobahn, which is the highway, most Autobahns you can travel at any speed, so would be scary for me in the US. I think it would be insanity in the US because people wouldn't be used to it and they would freak out and there would be a lot of car accidents. And I don't know. I feel like I was scared when I heard about this here, but then when I looked around, when I was in a car and we were on an Autobahn, it was like, are people actually following the rules? Also, for transportation in general, like when you go on a train, there are random checks, but you don't stamp your ticket to get in. Like, people trust you enough to know, okay, like, just, you're an adult, just go in the train and you bought your ticket, right, bitch? There are only random checks unless it's like a regional train. Also, trains, street trams come, and like buses, come on time in Berlin. Not always, but most of the time, surprisingly, it's nearly always. So I was really impressed by that. I was recently in Vienna and Tempelhofer Field, so much to do, cool restaurants, my park. That's my number 5. Yeah. Tempelhofer Field is an old airport field. Airport field? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's a closed down airport in Berlin. There was recently a vote in Berlin for people to build on it, and very amazing, the people decided, no, we're not building on this field. There's so much you can do there because there's so much space, and no other city I've lived in has had something like this, and it's something that the Berliners really treasure. You can go jogging, people do kite surfing but on land with a skateboard. I don't know what it's called, but it's really cool to watch. It's one of my favorite places in Berlin, honestly. I mean, Berlin is a city where there's so much to do. Mauer Park, which is a flea market. There's so many cool restaurants. It's a very international scene. Compared to the US and the UK, there's a lot to do outside. I lived in Texas, in a very small city where there was not much to do, and then Chicago, where I couldn't do much because I was not of age. It was actually quite hard to go out when I was under 21. And then in the UK, there wasn't, where I lived, there weren't many parks or events, city events, so coming to Berlin is quite different. Like the mayor said, it's poor but sexy. Poor but sexy.